All right, Play with Matches is back, you guys.
Hi.
This was quite the hiatus this time, but
We were sick.
every single person in our family
It was bad.
went down hard. I'm bleeding. Gabriel, why am I bleeding, dude? Don't worry about it, guys. I'm just bleeding out of my face while we're trying to film, but you know, you're just gonna have to deal with that. It's not that kind of show, dude. Okay, it's not like a network show where they're all we need to powder your face. If I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding.
Just roll with it.
Okay, so we have a couple things to talk about. Okay, number one is there is a new like thing related to the connection between snake eyes and another one, and then also an AI model ran the probability of these things all these connections. That
coincidence, yeah.
The number is very interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting. And then we also are going to go ahead and take a look at some stuff related to the Erika Kirk stuff. Okay, so everybody's been talking about this now to the point where I watched this thing and this dude did a super deep dive on her background. Interesting enough that we're going to actually look at it now. Okay, it's only an 8-minute video, so we're going to take a look at that, and that is what we're going to do. So buckle in, okay?
Let's go.
Also, why don't you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and also, Gabrielle, do we have something that we could offer to sell them? I don't know. Do we?
We might.
We might. If you click on the link in the description and you are looking for some rock solid energy, how are they so clever?
Ever.
Yes.
They're just amazing.
If you try these nootropics and well, first of all, do not do more than a half dose.
I say 1/3.
1/3 dose.
Yeah.
As long as you do that, if you do not like the product, we will have you on the show. We'll parade you around. We'll carry you above our heads. We're all, this person's not human. They're the first person to not like them. But you will get a little bit of airtime. We'll probably get 8,000 views on that. It's a lot of people. Although we did just recently have a video that got 130,000 or something like that.
We did. If you're new here, welcome.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
So, yeah. All right. So let's start real quick with this, though, because this is funny. So the HHS is pulling funding from California schools. Apparently, this is 5 weeks old, but it was it's this is our channel. So, for sure, we need to look at this and comment on it.
HHS has just ended federal funding for California's sex education program. Just minutes ago, Andrew Gradison.
I already approve. I already approve. Before
whatever you're saying.
Yeah, wherever this is going, great. I'm on board.
Assistant Secretary at the Administration for Children and Families announced the suspension of the money in a letter to state officials that reads in part, quote, California has failed to modify its state prep content to remove all references to gender ideology consistent with the additional conditions imposed by ACF. Andrew Gradison, the man who sent that letter, is kind enough to join us right now. Andrew, good morning to you. Thanks for coming on the show.
So without even letting him talk, I already have thoughts about this, and I'm sure Gabrielle does too. Listen, I am not pretending that trans is not a real condition, but there is a massive difference between acknowledging that there is a condition and then normalizing it to the level where the public school system is teaching it to children, so that when children are growing up and they feel these things they feel, that is something that they default to. Okay.
Exactly.
I think I may have just actually described my entire policy on this as well as I ever have before. Okay. Because my big thing is I think a lot, and people are like, oh, you're homophobic. I'm like, I am actually most concerned about homosexual young children. Okay. Because as they start growing up and they start feeling the way, this thing that they're confused about, if you have pumped their brain full of maybe you're just a boy, maybe you're just a girl, as opposed to it being, I am willing to say it's it's not normal from a biological, genetically, reproductive, but I'm good. You're gay. It's fine. If you have to cut off parts of your body, okay,
too far.
That is, again, and I'm not saying that never exists, but do you understand how many kids who are just gay are going to end up on the path of hormones and all of that because you normalize it to this point? That's why I'm on board with it.
Yeah,
that's my nuanced opinion.
And the kids are just so young. I mean, for the longest time, I remember thinking I could grow up and be a mermaid. They believe it in a different way, and they're too young, too impressionable, and it goes too far.
It is why would someone who has been fed the gender ideology that they've when they realize, oh, I'm a boy and I don't really think I feel the way about girls the way my dad feels about my mom, why would they not think, oh, maybe I'm a girl, as opposed to just like, no, dude, you're just gay. Like, you don't need to chop your penis off. You don't need to go through hormones for the rest of your life. You don't need to like surgically create something that people can pretend to make love to. Like, but I mean, it's like important to like, that's what they do.
Agreed. And there's just a huge difference between sexual preference and like identity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, if people want to do that when they're grown-ups, rock and roll. But like public schools, dude.
And I know the argument always comes, in case anyone out there's thinking it.
They're not, but yeah.
Probably not here on our channel. But the argument always is you want to stop it before they hit puberty, because once they hit puberty, it's hard to reverse it. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of the times, once they hit puberty, they realize, oh, I'm actually not trans.
And like,
I'm just gay,
the percentages are very high.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't want to quote the percentages I've heard because I haven't seen the studies myself, but the numbers that I've heard quoted for the number, like the time.
We're staggering.
So yeah, like when they hit puberty and then they're like, oh, I don't have this confusion anymore, is like, oh, I think it's like
when
90,
the hormones your body is supposed to
+%.
have actually start doing their job. Weird that many people would think like, oh, just kidding.
Yeah. And like, look, dude, we're not bigot bricks. We just watched the show. What's that show on Netflix? Wayward. The main character.
Oh yeah.
The protagonist is a trans man.
Yes.
Is a girl who is convinced that they're a dude, but like I said, all the surgery. I still watch the show.
It was a good show.
I liked the character.
Yeah.
I also even liked how they made fun of woke nerds in it. Where like,
it was great.
Yeah, like there's a scene. It's like I can't do the he thing because I know it's a girl, but it's like I'm not trying to be a dick. It's like I just without thinking I call it she because like
it's a biological
whatever. But so she's walking with this kid who's like one of these like, you know, whatever, and she's like, you know, this place is really understanding of like queer people, and queer people seem to have whatever, and the main character's all okay, like okay, it's like they made a point to be like, shut up.
Yeah, it was great.
You know, just shut your dumb face.
Handled it great.
Yeah. But nonetheless,
that
definitely
was like the writer or director or something as well.
Oh, really?
It was like their show.
So that, honestly, guys, probably represents how actual trans people feel about all of this, dude. To be perfectly honest, like level-headed, regular trans people who are actually trans probably look at all this stuff and they're like, you know what would be great is like, I know no one had our back for a while and you guys really think you have our back, but could you just shut your stupid face? Could you just shut your dumb mouth? Like, just shut up, okay? Like, you are not a good representation of whatever. You're not, like, just shut up, okay? Elliot Page, dude.
I can't with that one.
See, that's what I'm talking about, though. That like, as much as I think that person is crazy and is, like, an angry little elf, I feel terrible when I look at that. I'm like, dude, it's
sad.
Why'd you do that to them?
Yeah.
Do they look much happier now? It's all, oh, I'm living my best life. Now I'm a 5'1" man. You're a little man. It's the littlest man. Anyway, okay, so now let's move over to Snake Eyes. Okay. And by the way, you guys have not subscribed to the channel, and that means it's time for you to click off. Okay. Time for you to go.
Free time is spent.
Yeah, this was the freebie. Your first hit was free. If you want to continue to watch, you need to hit subscribe and like this video, please.
Please and thank you.
If you're watching from a television, I know it's hard, but we figure it out. So, I mean, it's not as easy as just like on your phone. You know, like you have to like grab the remote and go up and then go over. You know, like.
Oh my gosh! Well, we appreciate the effort.
We do, but we understand if you're watching on a television and you don't do it till the second time you watch. All right, let's do this thing. Okay, this is the Snake Eyes thing. This is nuts.
Synchronicities lining up between the two.
Oh wait,
the
sorry,
film has a boxing match
so you
and
guys can hear because he's talking to AI.
Similarities between the recent assassination of Charlie Kirk and some of the main events in the 1998 film Snake Eyes. Please tell me the odds of all of these synchronicities lining up between the two. The film has a boxing match and assassination that took place on September 10th, the exact date of Charlie Kirk's real-life execution and assassination.
Turned out that it was actually September 19th, but 9 + 1 is 10. So we'll just call that a kind of.
The boxer in the film, nicknamed the Executioner, also has the name Tyler, which is the name of Charlie Kirk's accused assassin, Tyler Robinson. In the movie, a spectator in the crowd gives a hand signal to coordinate with the sniper. Videos of Charlie Kirk's assassination show a similar spectator gesture that some claim matches this exactly. Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck, And not only was the victim in the film also shot in the neck, but the person shot in the movie is also named Charles Kirkland.
Yeah, so not only is it Charlie Kirkland or Charles Kirkland and Charlie Kirk, they were shot literally in the exact same spot on the neck, and they both had, like, the reason I had to, censor that out is because it was extraordinarily graphic in both in the identical way. If nothing else, literally if nothing else, if it was just Charles Kirkland and Charlie Kirk, and both of them were shot in the exact same way, like, just that in itself is super weird. Like, all the other stuff, it's like, oh yeah,
crazy.
The executioner, Tyler, the executioner, it's like, and then it's a Trump-owned hotel. Trump's the president of the United States. Like, September 9th, 10th, whatever, all that. It's just like,
it is weird.
And then I found multiple 9/10s in this movie. Also, it makes no sense.
Identical name to Charlie Kirk. The film features a tropical storm called Jezebel. 2 days prior to Charlie Kirk's death, Jezebel magazine published a viral article titled, "We Paid Some Etsy Witches to Curse Charlie Kirk," a character attack on Charlie that drew massive attention. You could even say a media storm. Snake Eyes was filmed at Donald Trump's.
That is very, very bizarre. That's the new one that's in this one that I hadn't seen anywhere else. Isn't that nuts? Anyway, continuing on.
Taj Mahal Casino, which is also a synchronicity as Kirk was a key figure in Trump's 2024 re-election campaign, often credited with maybe even solidifying his victory in real life. Charlie Kirk's memorial in real life was held at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, a venue frequently described as resembling a coiled snake due to its curved serpentine roof design, echoing the film's title, Snake Eyes. The slogan of the movie was "Believe everything except your eyes," which is ironic because there are a lot of people questioning the narrative we are being told about the Charlie Kirk shooting in real life. Lastly, at the memorial of Charlie Kirk, Trump and Elon were seen showing the same hand signal as Nicolas Cage was on the official movie poster. Please give me the odds of all of these similarities and synchronicities between the two events.
The odds of all those synchronicities happening by chance? 1 in 987 trillion, give or take. Slimmer than winning the lottery twice in a row like. That's my rough math, stacking every detail. Names matching almost exactly, dates lining up, hand signals, the next shot, Jezebel storm tying to a hit piece article, Trump links from casino to campaign, that snake-shaped stadium, the slogan flipping on real doubts, and Trump Elon mimicking Cage's poster pose at the memorial? If it's not scripted fate, someone's pulling strings hard. Crazy, huh?
Weird.
Yeah. I mean, I seriously, like,
I don't know what to make of that.
I don't know what to do with that. It's outside of my
ability to, it's
like,
so weird.
This is not my wheelhouse to add. Did you see it just did it?
Mm-hmm.
You saw it just did it?
I did.
Not touching a single thing.
Yes. He's mad at his computer right now.
Ever since I updated my computer, it does this thing where it automatically full sizes my internet when I have not touched it. And when you're doing this for a living, right? Like, the size of your internet is critical to what you're doing, right? So, like, if all of a sudden it just goes, okay, it's a problem. It is so annoying. It drives me absolutely insane. And now you guys are aware that that is happening. And I distracted you from how little I have to add to the Snake Eyes conversation.
It is wild.
I mean, what do you got, Gabrielle?
I literally have nothing. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what that means.
It's impossible to fake. I'm saying, like, you can't fake a movie from 1997.
Yeah.
Like, it's been there forever. I saw that movie in 1997.
But you can't think of a reason behind it. Like, what would that signify? What would that mean? Why that movie? There's no reason why, which is what makes it so
that's what I'm saying.
Strange. Yeah.
Well, but, like, again, that's my point, is, like, you're all, what exactly, what kind of alien test are we in right now? Or, like, what, do you know what I mean? Like, I literally, and I draw a blank there. It's like, I want to just be like, wow, it's a coincidence, but it's like,
I mean,
there
is a chance that it's a coincidence.
Of course.
It's one in what do you say? 987
trillion. How did someone even find it? No one's thought about the movie Snake Eyes in 100 years.
I don't know.
The
internet is wild.
I will tell you this, though.
The internet is a crazy place.
I remember that movie distinctly because I was a teenager, and I remember being really fired up to see that movie. Like, I remember the trailer was dope, and I was like, oh man, I want to see this movie. I actually don't even remember if I liked it or not, because I remember being disappointed, but it was one of those ones that like I hyped it so much it's
huge.
impossible to have lived up.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh
It's like
yes, Gabrielle, look at our side project. Oh, and he'll tell me for sure. And it just did it again. And that's funny because apparently you know what this means? Like whatever powers like did the Snake Eyes thing, they're getting too close to the truth. Keep resizing his internet window, make him go crazy, make him forget about this conversation. It's ridiculous, infuriating. All right, so now let's do this weird conversation, okay? So, whoops, what did I just do? Something else that I didn't mean to do.
Falling off over here.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to do this. Okay. So this is, I didn't want to say it, but everyone is thinking it. And this is the one about Erika Kirk. And we're just going to watch it and then we're going to discuss. And I owe him a subscribe and a like because I practice what I preach.
Yes.
Here we go. Let's do this thing.
I wasn't going to talk about this, but now it's just gotten too weird, too dark. I don't know. There's just something very off about Erika Kirk.
There is a lot of content to be had, and we have so many amazing things down the pipeline that we are working on currently that will
unveil in due time.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
It's like Lady.
It really just did it.
Didn't your husband just get his face blown off like 2 seconds ago? And not to be insensitive about it, but everyone's thinking it. No one wants to be the asshole. No one wants to say it. Everyone's thinking it.
Hey, he said it. I didn't. And just for the record, a lot of people have been talking about Erika Kirk for a few weeks now. I didn't really want to do it because I thought it was a little too soon, a little insensitive, but now I think I have to because the evidence regarding her past is at this point too overwhelming. So let's get into it. Starting at the very beginning, Erika was born Erika Lane Fronsvie. Her yearbook quote reads, "Leaders are made, they are not born." Now keep that in mind as we dive deeper here. Her father, Kent Fronsvie, as reported by Ron Unz, once chaired the Israel division of the arms corporation Raytheon, linking her family directly to Israel's military-industrial complex. Just a coincidence, I am sure. And then in an interview from a few years ago, Erika stated that the reason she moved to Arizona was because her mother was, quote, getting involved with the government.
She was getting involved with the government, so Homeland Security and Department of Defense.
Mother in Homeland Security and Defense, father supplied weapons to Israel. Just another nice coincidence there. Those will keep piling up. As you can see here in 2012, she won a beauty pageant owned by Donald Trump and then became Miss Arizona. After that, she tried to get into entertainment. She appeared in some music videos, this one from a country music band. But then at age 23, she does something kind of interesting, which is to set up an evangelical Christian organization called Everyday Heroes Like You, which developed a program called Romanian Angels, which advocated for adoptions, family reunifications, and deinstitutionalization policies for orphan children. And
now, I will say this. When I saw this, I already knew where it was going to go because in every single human trafficking story, child trafficking story, you go to these like, oh, we're helping orphans. They're like predators literally attach themselves to these things like moths. So as we get into this next part, it doesn't necessarily mean that like if there's someone you kind of are like, okay, that person's dirty on this, doesn't necessarily mean that everybody involved in the charity was also. I would just put that on the front side.
It operated from about 2011 to 2015. Those dates are important, which I'll...
But also, who the fuck is like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start a charity that's going to help orphans in Romania because that's a thing.
It's a thing.
Okay.
I'll get back to in a second. But yeah, I don't know. This whole thing seems kind of like a weird thing to do, to go to Romania to start a charity. This next part is where it gets super dark. According to Unz, behind the slogan, helping God's forgotten children find wings, her organization was actually suspected of having been involved in child trafficking. Whoa, yeah, those are some heavy claims. So I looked into it deeply. Obviously, I started with the mainstream fact checkers who say that there is absolutely no evidence of this claim, of course.
Obviously.
But I'm here to report that we actually do have...
Snopes, is it true that this thing I heard that would be a deep, dark conspiracy is true? It's like, no. You're all, how do you know? They're all, because
it isn't.
It's not true. There's no evidence of that. You're all, no, a lack of evidence doesn't make it not true. They're all,
yes, it does.
You're crazy. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
Just stop looking.
That's just, hey, every time you do one of those, you just have this one like AI, like artificial. They're all, you guys are crazy. You guys are being crazy again. No, AI is not going to take over the world and kill all of you.
Have some evidence. This is from a Romanian newspaper. This headline is translated, but it reads, a former translator from the American base in the city of Romania that I'm not going to pronounce accuses, and she says that it's a real brothel operated here where minors were brought in. Quote, Ana Maria Nasiu was until recent years a translator at the American base, once again, city, can't pronounce it, Romanian name. Everything seemed to be normal until Ana Maria discovered that in this military unit belonging to NATO forces, there was a real brothel where underage girls came to satisfy the desires of some soldiers, especially the commander of the Black Sea Area Support Team base, Otto Buscher. Okay, Otto Buscher, remember that name. This next part is where the dots will connect. Okay, I'm going to show you this video right here that was posted by Erika Kirk, then Erika Fransvi, on Vimeo. Basically, it's a commercial for Romanian angels, and it was posted in 2013.
I believe that we all have angels in our lives. And these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania. Our goal with the Romanian Angels Project was to show these children the true American. Our goal.
That guy has the look of, I don't like that. I don't like that look. Now, I could just be projecting on him because of those, like, you know, the gay couple that was adopting the kids, and they're like, look at us. And they're all, guess what I'm going to be doing later?
That story still makes me so sick.
Yeah. So if you, a person, are watching this and you do not hurt children, I apologize for saying that. You just kind of look like that one guy who is a barbarian who hopefully is being used as a blow-up doll right now in prison.
Our goal with the Romanian Angels Project was to show these children the true American heart during the holiday season.
Okay, anyways, it's basically a fluff video, but at the end, the person she thanks is none other than Colonel Otto Buscher. Yeah, here is a copy of the criminal complaint. It is in Romanian, but you can see the name Otto Buscher, and the years 2011 to 2013 is when these alleged crimes took place. So the person that Erika Kirk was working with in Romania to quote unquote help orphan children was accused of, yeah, not good. And you might be like, why have I never heard of this? Well, there's something called the U.S.-Romania Defense Cooperation Agreement that was signed back in 2005, wherein crimes committed by U.S. military personnel on Romanian bases used by U.S. forces fall under U.S. jurisdiction, especially if they occur while on duty or within the installations. So essentially, everything was just swept under the rug. This guy, Otto Buscher, just retires, and according to my research, here's his LinkedIn, he's like having a nice, quiet retirement in New Hampshire. Erika Kirk's Romanian Angels mysteriously just shuts down shortly thereafter. She then keeps a pretty low profile until she is set up on a TPUSA interview with Charlie Kirk, and they fall in love, they get married.
Hang on for 1 second. Is that the same person?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, I think we're going to have to...
no, it's not.
I think we're going to have to put this up with the conspiratorial-minded people like me.
Okay.
Okay?
It is not the same person.
Are you...
Yes.
Okay. Georgia. Okay. 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 Let's do this one.
Not the same person.
That right there. Okay, guys. That versus not that, that person.
It's not the same person.
I think it's the same person.
It's
I think
not the
that's, I
same
think it's
person.
him.
No, it's not.
Gabrielle, you don't even know how to suck people in.
Okay, well.
I'm just saying, they at least look alike. Really?
No.
Not at all.
No.
That guy doesn't look like that guy in the middle.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Other than Colonel Otto Busher.
Now I have to go
Yeah,
back up
here
here.
is a copy of The Criminal Live. Not going to say this is a honeypot. I've gotten in trouble for that before, but something doesn't seem right here, especially because if you just look at Turning Point right now, they're not asking any more questions. They're ready to move on. They're ready to fundraise. Erika looks happy as a clam, and Charlie is basically in the rearview mirror at this point, even before we really have all the facts. Something just feels wrong here to me. And so unless you have something to gain from Charlie being dead, we should all still be asking the questions and demanding all the answers. My name's James Lee. This is the 5140.
That's it. So I think he was pretty fair, honestly.
Yeah, he was just
He's just
providing
like,
facts.
this is what everybody's basing this stuff on.
Yeah.
I don't see much like, I mean, like, yeah, it's circumstantial. It's like both her parents were in government. There's connections to Israel, whatever. I think her behavior can be explained very simply, which is she's a pageant. She's a beauty queen. Okay. Like
Trained.
what makes you a beauty queen? Being pretty? No. Okay. That's just like, that's your baseline to be able to get in to compete. Being a beauty queen means you can, I want to go to North Carolina and dig ditches with the special people so that we can solve equations about math and then feed young hungry children. It's like, oh my gosh, wow. It's like, how much can you behave like a robot is how you win. So like, you know, she's very robotic.
She's trained in it, is what we're saying.
I find her, I'm going to say it. I find her completely unwatchable. I'm just going to admit it. I can't. I couldn't get through 90 seconds of watching her speech, 90 seconds of the memorial, 90 seconds of her podcast. I can't watch her.
It's the repeat with the whisper that she does.
Hurts me. It hurts me.
It feels contrived. And I mean,
I think we could even say it is contrived. I think it's fair. I'm not saying she has anything to do with this. I think that I'm actually saying I'm defending against the like conspiracy theories that like she's like in on it or whatever. Yeah. I just think that, you know, people who are super kind of geeky, they make me very uncomfortable. She's trained in that and she is going through horrific trauma. And then, so she's like,
grief is weird.
She's like diving into, I just need to put on a brave face and look normal. And it's like,
that's what I think too.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think. I think that grief affects people very, very differently. We don't know what she's actually feeling. She's trained to speak on camera into a microphone and deliver her lines.
And they're like,
that's what she's
exactly. Doing. And like people are saying like, oh, maybe she was Charlie's handler. I'm like, you want to talk handlers? The people around her right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like TPUSA is a behemoth, like a massive political organization, massive political movement. And like the show needs to go on.
Exactly.
And Charlie,
huge money maker. Yeah.
Not just money. It's also, it's like a political entity. The Republic, like young Republican Party. Like, so, but yes, both like, and Charlie was a machine and he's gone. Like that is a big problem. And so they got to have people come in.
You can't leave the void there for too long. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any idea who you bring in to try to like run that, but you bring in a killer and they're like, all right, we're going, okay, look, we obviously are all going to mourn here, but we got to move fast. We only have one opportunity to get this and keep this train on the rails.
Yeah.
Erika, it's you.
Yeah.
It's you. You know, I think it's very likely that that's going on.
I agree.
And the people who I know who have, some of the people that I know who have gone through like horrific, tragic loss have described the experience very similarly to me in that they said that it just was like, poop, like just did not register at all for a long period of time. Like where they just were like, it just didn't register. And then like all of a sudden, one day all at once, it just fucking like was like a tidal wave landed on them. And like one person described it to me that they felt like they got hit in the stomach with a baseball bat over and over and over, where like they were just oblivious for, months. And then, so it's possible she's in the like and she's just overwhelmed with all the people around or whatever. And it's just like,
very possible.
Or maybe she's a sleeper cell and she conspired with the NSA and they put him down, and then now they're taking over because he was about to turn the tides against the country that relies on us absolutely for everything. And if, you know, we cut them off, they are literally, it's an existential threat to them. So they're like, we can't have this dude. Dude took our money and now we're got to put him down. Who knows? I would lean towards the first option, but we're open to whatever.
I lean towards the first. I lost my dad when I was 13, and I like vividly remember my mom and I reacting completely differently. For me, I don't even think it's ever really hit me. Like, it's that moment that you were just describing that people have said hits them. I don't think I ever had that.
You put it in a box though.
Yeah, I did.
No one compartmentalizes trauma better than Gabrielle.
Maybe Erika Kirk does. Who knows?
Maybe.
Trained by two like government badass parents. I mean, who knows? Who knows what her upbringing was like? And then also being so heavily religious, like when you're holding on to the fact that he's now, you know, gone to heaven, it's where he wants to be, he's happy, he's out of this horrible
if you
place.
believe
That's
that,
yes.
100%
Yes.
believe that with no doubt.
That's
a peaceful place to be.
Exactly.
You know.
So I don't know. Her behavior, I think, can be explained a ton of ways.
It could just be explained right there, actually. I hadn't even really thought about that.
But it does feel strange.
Yeah. Yeah, because the way she described it, she said that, like, you know, he was doing what he loves and he blinked and he's with Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like.
And that's her reality.
If that is what you, I mean, that can completely could be true.
Yeah.
I mean, could be true. Like, I wish more than anything that I was capable of living this life with that amount of faith about anything, you know, where like, okay, this is what's like, and just one, no, dude, no one's going to convince me otherwise. It's like, you know, I'm envious, but that would explain her, you know, she's like, don't worry about it, babe. I'm going to take care of this for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'll meet you there.
See you on the other side.
Yeah. That's where eternity is. This is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Very insightful, Gabrielle.
Why, thank you.
She's so fucking smart, you guys.
I have my moments.
She is so smart. Okay. Don't put anything in her trauma box because she will lock it away forever. You will never see it again.
It's secretly hidden in the corner.
Unless it turns out that like daddy wants to take a nap in the car.
No, that's not allowed.
Like we're driving somewhere.
So
I'm like, God,
rude.
I'm so tired. I need to fall asleep. She's like, she literally takes it personally.
I do. I have to stay awake and drive the car.
No. But I'm like,
by myself.
Anytime that we're driving, I'm like, go ahead. I'm like, dude, if you're tired, take a nap.
No, can't do that.
Because you think that it's because you have to say, it's because Gabrielle.
No, it's not because I can't stay. No, it's not because I feel like I have to stay awake. It's because I need to keep my eyes on the road.
Oh, really? That's what it is?
Yes.
Or we're really, you act like.
I just don't nap. Also, you have to like force me. You have to like lock me in a dark room and turn on the white noise.
We're really doing this. Like we're just gonna circle the real reason.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Go elaborate.
How often were you by yourself as a child?
I mean, not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I would go to like other families. I wasn't like alone.
How often were you by yourself when you were a very young child? I'm not talking about when you were like 12, whatever. When you were a very young child and you wanted your mama, how often were you alone?
I had a babysitter.
How often were you put in a room to play by yourself and you were alone?
I don't remember. I put it in a box.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Nobody has this labyrinth mapped better than me ever. No one has ever mapped a more complicated labyrinth like this than I have mapped this one.
Someone has it figured out.
She thinks she's a lot more complicated than she is, but like things like this is like, you were abandoned. You were alone. Mm-hmm. You were constantly alone and very, very sad. So like when I fall asleep, you feel like I'm leaving you alone, even though it's an absolutely ludicrous thing to think that because I'm just taking a fucking nap. You know?
I'm also jealous that you're napping.
Well, yeah, there's that. I mean,
it's not fair.
She also does that. I am incapable of napping alone. Gabrielle, tell you what, put your phone down, lay on the couch, close your eyes. Anytime she actually does it.
3 times a year.
Yeah, that's because the only time you listen where you actually put it down and then close your eyes. It's hilarious. Like she like really believes she can't nap. And like, if I can ever be like, listen, you stubborn little bitch, Gabrielle, put your stupid phone down and just close your eyes.
There's always so much to do.
And then she puts it down, close her eyes, boom, out. Every time. I'll rub her little head. I'm like, I told you, dude. I told you. Now you sleep. And then she wakes up. So, oh my God, I never nap like that. It's like, oh, of course.
I don't nap like that.
You nap real good sometimes, dude.
Sometimes.
You nap every Sunday, actually.
No, I don't. No, I do not.
Kid. Any kid that can verify this.
No, not every Sunday.
I
I wish I could nap every Sunday.
You don't think that you take a nap at least once every other Sunday midday?
No.
Really?
Really?
Who wants to see us play this game?
Okay.
Hello, Chow. I'm just kidding. I'm not bringing them up there. All right. Anyway, I love you guys. This was a good episode.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.